Happy New Year! Here at the beginning of 2025, I thought it would be the perfect time to reflect on my journey as an artist and content creator and share some exciting plans for 2025. This video will be broken down into the following. Number 1, reflection on art created and the reasoning, why I made these pieces. Number 2, diving into some YouTube analytics to compare 2024 to 2023. And number 3, aspirations and dreams for 2025. I will announce the name of my website in that final section of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. And let's dive in. Art reflection. Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my van at the moment. It is Christmas break right now, so my kids are everywhere, and this is the only place I can somewhat sit quietly to do some recording. I mean, honestly, I've just been outside for less than 5 minutes, and I already had one of my kids following me outside, even though I said, can you just let me do this? Anyway, we're gonna talk about my art pieces. So this year I made 8 paintings, and we're going to go over all of them very briefly. I'm going to show you some footage of the paintings as I talk about them, and then explain to you what it is, obviously, and why I created it. So let's get moving with that. So the first painting I made was Molly. So Molly is our tuxedo cat. Actually, I have to say was our tuxedo cat because he passed away this summer. But when I painted this, she was still very much alive and with us. So the reason I painted her was because there was a kitten that we had earlier in 2023 that unfortunately passed away in a freak accident. And I did do a portrait of that cat. And then my kids were like, Mom, you gotta do Molly. So that's why I painted this, so that we have a representation of Molly somewhere in my painting arsenal. So she has been memorized like that forever, and actually the original hangs on our wall in the house. The second one is the Jaguar's Eye. There's a story behind this painting because my daughter sometimes has a hard time letting go of me and doing something away from me, and it's been getting much better. This is also known as separation anxiety, and she had a really rough time last year in school, so I decided to paint something for her that she could put on her desk so she could have it with her at all times. She could look at it and realize, oh, my mom isn't too far away. So that's where the Jaguar's Eye came into being, and I must say that I really truly enjoyed working on that painting. It's very small, it's a 5x7, but that painting really boosted my confidence in like, hey, I got this fur painting stuff like figured out. I think I'm getting better at this. The third painting is the Poison Dart Frog. And the reason that was painted was because, well, after I painted my daughter's painting, the Jaguar's Eye, my son's like, Mom, I want a painting from you as well. So he decided to pick something from a school book that he had, and it landed on the page of this Poison Dart Frog. I took a picture of my phone with that for a reference photo, and then I painted it. And he has it in a frame, and it's in his bedroom. That was my first painting that had no like fur. It wasn't like a kind of a wet, slimy type, you know, animal. And I was not sure if I was going to pull it off, but in the end I am very pleased with the results, and it gave me more confidence that in the future I might be doing something like that again. Then came the Chihuahua painting. Now this one you've seen on my channel broken up into I think 7 different videos. I really covered this particular painting in a lot of videos, and I wanted to paint this Chihuahua because I was hoping in the future to attract some clients to do some pet portraits. And I figured, well, I've done a cat, I've done Molly, and now I need to do a dog, because if people want their dog, you know, painted as a portrait, I should have something to show for that, you know, to show for that. So that's where the Chihuahua painting came in. It was more of like a portfolio filling type idea, and at the same time it really helped me to refine again my fur painting skills. It took a long time to paint this one because there were a lot of breaks in between, so for the time being I'm okay with not painting a dog, but there will be definitely something in the future that will be another different kind of breed of dog. I do enjoy painting fur. Then came the eagle, and the eagle has a very personal connection to me and a spiritual connection, and I don't want to go too deep into that because the painting isn't finished yet, and I do want to dedicate one video to that particular part of the story of that painting. But I remember painting this eagle, also breaking it up in different pieces. It's not finished. I had to turn it away. It sat on my easel for too long, and then I got overwhelmed. So I am almost ready to pick that one up again and to finish it. So there will still be a finishing part of that painting coming in 2025. It was very, very good for helping me understand how to paint feathers, and I'm by no means an expert, but it did help me understand a little bit better and how to build up the layers and how to paint it. So, but stay tuned for the finishing of that eagle. Then came the red cardinal. And that was a struggle. That painting I struggled with hard. I had a vision in mind. I wanted to do a range of paintings, and this red cardinal was going to be the first one of that. And the rest of the paintings I had in mind have never come out of the woodworks. I still have the photos, so I might still do that later. But for now, I'm just like, nope, that's it. We're done, because that red cardinal painting actually challenged me beyond belief. And it was a hard one. It was a tough one. That video is up on my channel, and actually all of the paintings I'm going to be discussing right now, I'm going to have links to those videos down in the description. Now, some of these paintings I have stretched out over multiple videos. I'm just going to pick the one I feel is the best for my viewers, and I'll put them in the description. And then if you want to see all the other ones, just go check out my channel. They're all there. On to the final painting I did this year, which was the tree, the winter tree of resilience, as I called it. I needed something a little bit quick, and I hadn't done any landscapes at all that year, so I figured, you know what, let me just paint something that I'm very familiar with, that I'm comfortable with, and that's where the tree came into being. And the good thing about that was it only took me maybe 2.5 hours to put together, and it was really nice to just fall back into something a little bit easier. So, but at the same time, I realized it wasn't that much of a challenge, and I might continue on doing some of these here or there just to give myself a little bit of a break. But at the same time, I feel like I might need a bit more of a challenge than a tree, even though it was a soothing experience. It was not difficult to do. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying trees bore me, because I think they're magnificent, but I feel that I needed a bit more of a challenge. After that painting, I'm like, I need something a little bit more challenging. So, and that's all the paintings I did in 2024. I've done 8 so far, and I will get back to you later about my plans about the paintings for 2025. Analytics 2023-2024 comparison. Okay, welcome to my YouTube studio, and we've got 2024 up and 2023, and you're going to see a massive difference because I did pick up my pace a lot in 24. So here we have 2024. Very brief overview right here, right now. In 2024, I had 18,000 views, which is 249% more than the year before. Year before, I had 5,000 views. You can also see there is a lot less going on here. I can't see the exact videos that were posted, but we're going to get there in a minute. So that's a massive jump. Now, watch time, we have 311, 312, watch hours, 250% more. And here we were sitting at 98. So we kind of tripled that. I did, not we, I. And then, yay, oh, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll take the credit. Subbies, I went up 128 subscribers, which is really cool, which is 327% more. Out of everything, the number, according to my analytics, that have gone up the most compared to the year before are my subscribers, which were sitting at 30 in 2023. So that is kind of cool. We're going to go to top content. Let's take a quick peek. This is all shorts. These are my top performing videos in 2024. They're all shorts. Here there's a combination of long form and short form videos, and there's even some really old ones in here still that are no longer available actually on my channel, because those are mental health related that I started my channel off with way back when. So as you can see, 2020. These are 5 years old. Wow, crazy. Can't believe it. Anyway, let's not bore you with that. Let's go back to the top, and we're going to go and check out some of the content here and compare it to the year of 2023. This is just the videos at this point. Some of the data might not be available, by the way, because it only does, like, for certain things, it only counts back for the last 90 days. So, but for now, this is good. We've got our videos up here. And it tells me exactly here that I had 4.7K views on videos and versus 1.8 in 2023. And you can see, by the way, if you kind of scroll over, I need that 8 to go away. If you scroll over here, that I wasn't as active, you can tell here, in the beginning of the year, and that I picked up the pace somewhere like in August, September, because that's when I decided to go in once a week with my video production, versus here it was very sporadic. There was not a lot of video production going on there, and it shows. Yeah, that starts to jump right there. 2003, there was a lot more video production throughout the year, up until September, and then it kind of dwindled down. So, and I think I know why, because my kids will be going back to school then, and at the same time, I think I might have been focused on a couple of other things that were just going on in our lives. So the impressions from YouTube I had in 2024 were 140,000 roughly versus 61,000. So it's crazy. YouTube has pushed a lot more videos in 2024 versus 2023. Mind you, I did go hard with a few months of shorts. That could have something to do with that, but overall, yeah, way more impressions. Impression click-through rate 2.4%, here 2.1%, so that's good to see that that was better. Average view duration, good enough, actually went up here versus the year before. So that is kind of exciting. I kind of like that. And we're going to go down here. These are my top videos as well as how viewers found my videos, compared with the 2 years. I'm going to click this one forward a little bit. There is a bit of a difference here. Here it's browse that takes the crown here, 50%, 51. And here YouTube search, 35. Browse is way down here at the 14% part. So it's interesting. I don't know if things have changed on the YouTube end, perhaps. They've been pushing a lot more videos to people's home pages. I have a feeling that that's what's been happening. But yeah, interesting enough that most of my videos were watched through search, and here search is at 8%. It's like quite a ways down. Suggested videos came in second here. Channel pages, interestingly enough, how that happened in 2023. Overall, there's a huge difference here. It's mostly browse here versus YouTube search. And I'm not mad about that, because it's fine if people click me through browsing, you know. I would like to bring YouTube search up a little bit, perhaps, but the suggested videos just as powerful as well. So I'm not mad. And then we having the top videos here versus the top videos here. And what I like here, the difference, is the views, like the amount. Look at this. There's only 2 in like the 3-digit area, and the rest here down here are all in the 2-digit area. And look at my top videos for 2024. They're all like over 200 views. I know, I'm a small channel. I get excited about this, to be honest. I really do. It's funny that this video here, the Fantasy Forest portal, is in here again. Like I've been watching this video gain traction, so it's been happening now for a while. And this is the second year that it comes into my top videos, with more views. See, 308 versus 234, but taking second place because this video here, the Mastering Realism in Art, has had the most views so far in 2024. So interesting stuff. All right, let's go back to the top, and we're gonna go check out all, because that gives me a bit of an idea how many videos I actually produced. This includes the shorts, but it will break it up. Okay. It won't show you new viewers and returning viewers. It only does it up to 90 days, I think. Yeah, it says here, total number of unique viewers is only available for periods of up to 90 days to ensure data quality. Okay, good enough. I was more interested in here. Okay, so the first thing here that we're looking at is subscribers that I gained. So in 2023, I gained 14 subscribers from shorts versus 34 in 2024. and 33 subscribers in 2023 from videos, and 91 subscribers from videos. I am still convinced that long form is the way to go on YouTube, at least as far as, you know, gaining subscribers as well as getting more watch hours, which makes sense obviously for long form videos. Now we're gonna go to views. Shorts made a big jump as far as views is concerned because I kind of went hard on shorts for a little while as an experiment. So 13.4K views from the shorts in 2024 versus 3.4K views in 2023. And I'm expecting this to go down, this number, in 2025 dramatically, just because I'm not making any shorts at all. 4.7K views from videos, 1.8K views from videos in 2023. And then live streams, I'm not even sure where that live stream came in. Sometimes I accidentally click on a button. So I'm not sure what happened there because I'm not a live streamer. We're gonna go publish content. That'll be fun. Okay, so I produced 40 shorts in 2024 and 29 videos. So it makes sense that I get more views out of the shorts because I posted more. And then the videos, 29. And here, it's reversed. I only produced 9 shorts in 2023 and 17 videos in 2023. So these numbers have gone up. Therefore, also my views have gone up, which all makes sense, right? Okay, we're going to go to impressions and how they led to watch time. I'm going to click on you so we can pull it up a little bit better. Okay. At 181,000 impressions, 78,000 impressions. Views from those impressions in 2023, 1.5K versus 3.8K. And then watch time that came from those, 170 hours versus the 57. Basically, everything has gone up, right? I have produced more videos, therefore these numbers, I think logically should go up as well. But thank you, YouTube, for pushing my videos. Appreciate it. And then how people find me, we kind of had a little bit of a peek about that earlier. The shorts feed, I kind of want to dismiss because, like I said, I ditched the shorts. If you're interested in why, I have a video. I will link that in the description. But I don't do shorts anymore. I have only a few good reasons why I would want to do shorts. So what I find more important is the rest. 13%, almost 14%. Browse, next search, and then suggested videos. Here the YouTube search is a bit higher. Channel pages, which is interesting. And then the browse and suggested take a little bit of a backseat here, but I'm just looking at, so browse here is 5.2, it's gone up to 13.6. YouTube search dropped by about, I don't know, 15%. Suggested videos 4.8, 4.8, it's the same, interestingly enough. So, and then others. I'm not going to go into all of this, the shorts, the lives, the posts, and the playlist. To me, that's not important. I just wanted you to have a really just quick overview of 2024 versus 2023 as we are going into 2025. So we're going to go to audience as our final tab here. Again, the returning viewers and unique viewers we can't really do much with, but like I said earlier, there's a big difference in subscribers, 128 versus 30. So even though sometimes I feel very discouraged, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like trickle, 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 there's only 1 or 2 people coming in. I can't complain. Versus 2023, I had a 327% like increase in subscribers, and yes, it's only 128, but for a small channel that is a cause of celebration. I am super stoked about that, and I can't wait to see what next year it's gonna look like. Like, this is really good for me to give me a bit of a confidence boost going forward, knowing like, hey, but you did better than the year before, so I think we can only go up from here if you keep up this pace, right? Top geographies, that is kind of interesting to look at. So Canada 23%, US 17%, UK 2.7%, and then India and Philippines. Funny enough, here's it reversed. United States, Canada are reversed here with lower percentage numbers. And then Vietnam Interesting. I'm not sure why. And then India and Philippines again. So that seems to be like a recurring theme. People from India and Philippines are tuning into my channel. So thank you. If that's you, that's awesome. I'm very happy that you are following my art journey. And then we go for watch time from subscribers. Not subscribed versus subscribed. Not much of a difference here. All right. Still sitting close to 90% of people that watch that are not subscribed. And I can go on and get mad about that, but I'm just like, well, these are the numbers. It is what it is. You know, moving on. Age and gender, I always find that interesting. Mostly female versus male. This year, actually here, it was super close. So I have a little bit more of a female audience right now, according to these numbers. And these are their ages. Okay, so 13 to 17, 2% versus 5% here. I had a little bit more of that. 25.6, 18 to 24, which has gone up from the 22. Here's the biggest group, 25 to 34 years, at least for 2024, sitting at 31%. And here it's sitting at 27. It's close. But my biggest group in 2023 was 35 to 44. And that has gone down a little bit. And then 45 to 54, sitting around the same 10%. Then we're going to 3 and 3, which was 2.6, 2.4. There's not a lot of change there. So just switched a little bit. I got a bit of a, I guess, a younger audience. Only by about 10 years. It doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome. It's all good. I'm happy to see people here. I'm going to go back to my overview here. And I can only be actually pleasantly surprised that compared to 2023, I'm doing really good. I cannot complain, even though there are days where I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is hard. It's tough. YouTube is not easy. Okay, YouTube is not the easiest path to go. I'm actually quite happy to see all this going on right now. Say woot woot, time for a celebration. This looks really, really good. I'm happy about this. It gives me hope for the next year. Even though today I was so unmotivated, I didn't even want to film the video, but I'm like, you gotta do this, show up for yourself. So I did. Yay for my channel. We're gonna go to the next section in which I'm gonna explain a little bit more about what the plans are for the future for my art, my channel, and my business. Hey, welcome back to my van where I'm getting really, really cold because it's about freezing. It's around 0 degrees Celsius here, so yes, I'll pop the Fahrenheit on the screen for you. But thank you for sticking with me through the analytics. That was, that can be a little like nitty gritty. Not everybody is into that, but hey, if you did, thank you. If you skipped to here, happy to see you. Let's go talk a little bit about future, okay? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about 3 things, okay? My art, the business, and YouTube. Okay, what I'm currently working on, what the plans are, and what I'm working towards, and what I'm hoping to see in this year. Exciting, yes, but also a lot of work. So let's talk about the art. So I am aiming to complete at least 12 paintings this year. Okay, so at least 1 painting a month, which is very doable with the scale that I paint on. I don't have massive canvases, so I should be able to pull that off. I might even be able to do more than that, but I didn't want to put the bar too high because then I get disappointed or I'm going to start rushing through my work, and that is just not worth it. So 12 paintings, and if there's more, there's more. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to a 1 size canvas. I'm using up the canvases I have in the home right now, and then I'm going to just stick with 11 by 14 for the rest of the year. And I'm hoping to, over time, increase that size. I do want to start painting on a bigger scale, but we're going to start with 11 by 14 this year. Now, what am I going to paint? I am still very dedicated to painting animals, and I might throw in the odd landscape just because I really enjoy it, and sometimes I just need something a little bit easier or just a change of what I'm doing. So there might be the odd landscape in there, but the main focus will still be animals. Business talk. Yes, let's talk about business. Guess what, you guys? I launched my own website. I launched it just before Christmas in 2024. So yes, here's where the link comes into play. I'm going to stick it on the screen for you so you can just, stop it, You can pause the video, write that down, type it out, whatever, and you can go to my brand new website. Now, it's still under construction in certain areas, but it is public, it's out there. You can look at my portfolio, and I'm having some plans on what I'm going to do with the website in the future. Now, the reason I started this website was, okay, I need to take myself a little bit more serious as an artist and as a, person that wants to make some sort of a living off of that art. So the website was number one priority, and I wanted it done by the end of the year of 2024, which I did. So yay for me. But now I'm gonna add on. What are the things that you can expect on this website to be added? One thing is going to be an online shop. I'm gonna work on getting prints on there that you can purchase of the original paintings, as well as maybe some other, art related items. But I'm first and foremost going to focus on prints of my art. And the other thing that I'm working on is just expanding that portfolio so that you get to have a nice overview of what I make and what I've done. And not all of these are going to be up for sale. Some of it is just for looking at, but I just wanted to have a place where people can come look at my work. There's a whole contact me section where you can go ahead and ask questions. You can get in touch with me. And I'm also currently working on setting up an email list and a newsletter. So it's in the works. It's something that's gonna, roll out over the year of 2025. So stick with me for that. I might cover a few things in videos to come. Let's talk about the channel. Well, the channel is kind of continuing as is. I am still aiming to upload once a week. I think I can handle that. Sometimes I think I can't. And then all of a sudden there's like this idea, or I just put something together willy-nilly. I do that at times too, and throw it on there. But the plan is to continue on weekly uploads, and I might experiment a little bit with different types of videos. So you might see videos where you watch me paint and I will do a voiceover narrating at the exact same time in real life. That's one way I want to continue making videos. The other one would be I'm painting and then I'm going to put a voiceover on afterwards with a little bit more in-depth tutorials type voiceover, just so that you have a little bit more in-depth explanation on things. Because as I'm painting, sometimes I am not very good at explaining what I'm doing. I'm just doing. So sometimes I have to take a step back and do a little bit of like, why did I do that? And how can I explain that to you? So it's a slightly different approach of a video. Then there is, I also want to experiment with some like more ASMR type videos where you'll watch me do a painting, and that could be kind of like a sped up version of a painting process with just music under it. Like there's no explaining, there's just watching me work, with sections that will be, slowed down to real life and sections that will be sped up. And the other video that I've been hinting at in my community posts is talking about business, because now that I've got my website and I'm gonna start working on things, I think it would be time to kind of tag you along. Maybe it's more of a, hey, okay, this is what's going on this month on my website, or this is what's been going on in the business end of things. What have I learned? What went well? What didn't go well? And what am I going to do moving forward? And how you can maybe learn from that if you are interested in setting up your own art business. Because you know what? I'm totally new at this. I am not at all an expert, and if I make some mistakes that I can then help you avoid making in the future, I'm actually quite happy to do that. Not make mistakes on purpose, but you know what I mean. So yes, those are some videos that are gonna come to you in 2025. Now, if you have specific requests or questions or suggestions about types of videos on certain topics, let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do with them. Is a Q&A something that people are interested in, or would you really want me to just do more of, let's say, ASMR videos? Or no, don't do that. Stick with the narrating, stick with the voiceovers. Or I really want to feel like I'm standing right beside you in the studio, with like in real life narrating of my work. Or absolutely not, I don't like that. I like, you doing a voiceover afterwards. I just like some feedback. Feel free to do that. Overall, I just want to thank you for just coming along on this journey, watching my art, appreciating my videos. I'm very grateful that you have watched me over this last year, and I'm hoping to see you throughout the next year as well. I can't do this without your support. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate, hanging out in the comments and getting to know you guys a little bit better. I'm grateful for what I've learned and experienced in 2024, and I'm actually excited about what's going to happen in 2025. I'm happy to take you along on this ever-evolving journey as I learn and I grow. And as always, stay happy, keep your peace, and God bless. Go check out my website. Bye-bye.